Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Glad I took a break from doing live streams. This is my first one in a couple of days since Monday, so I needed 3 days off. Thanks for waiting patiently. This is the Christmas movie that I'm going to be doing. This is not Home Alone 2. I'm doing that next week. This is a WWE Films movie that came out back in like 2013 on Freeform. It's about 73 minutes long, so it's very short. We're going to get through this quick. Christmas Bounty with Mike The Miz Mizanin and Francia Reza and Will Greenberg. So it's a Canadian film. It was made in Canada and has a good Canadian cast in it. And let's see this movie. Why am I seeing this movie? Because I wanted to put something short. I didn't want to put a 2 hour movie. And WWE films, their movies can be hit or miss, but some of them are actually pretty decent. They're not horrible. And I've seen a couple of them already, in the past in the theater because I saw the Marine in the theater with John Cena. And this is something different. It's a Christmas movie with some action, kind of like Die Hard. And I do appreciate that Francia, she saved her friend's life. She gave Selena Gomez her kidney so she can live. That was nice of her to do. Plus, she's beautiful. See, Josh, I can give a lot of people a chance for doing something selfless like that. That she deserves a thing. April Tulloch, she's a Canadian actress. That is a cute face. Not as good as Camila Mendez, but still. Apps, yeah. I know no one's gonna watch this. That's why I'm doing this alone. Because I know Little Sims is looking forward to Zapped. I saw his video already, so Dreidel. It's one of the shortest WWE films. Usually their films are at least 90 minutes or more. This one's only 73 because Santa's Little Helpers was awful. Miz is in that movie and it was not funny. And hey, and Paige, WWE's Paige, that pale ghost of a worthless talent, she can't act at all. She's horrible. At least the Miz has some kind of charisma, but man, this girl just cannot act at all. And I'm glad she's not in this movie. That's why I like her. Asian girl. I do like the twist that her and her family are like a group of, I think they're spies. Hold on. Man, they're bounty hunters, like Boba Fett or Django or even Mando. Yeah, and you know how much I love Mando. And 2013 was a much better year than this year, like by leaps and freaking bounds, man. At least I went to the theater more. My summer wasn't spent in the house mostly. 2013, let me see, that was when Man of Steel came out, Iron Man 3, and Frozen. Yeah, I went to the theater a lot. That was the first time I went to the Summer Regal, and I went a lot. That's a good stunt. Penny shot, of course. This is a 14 movie. It's not a kids' film. Wow. He's Asian. Well, that's good enough. Yeah, and I get the appropriation thing, guys. We want more people of color in Hollywood. We got it. Okay, with Disney, they have to shoehorn that in. We have to have black people in their animated films forcefully. By the way, even though Incredibles had a black man in it, so I don't get why they have to do it now. Or we have more Asian people on the CW. We have more Middle Eastern people in like in major blockbusters. But here's the thing: you can't force it. It's got to feel natural. In this movie, it feels very natural. Riverdale, it feels natural, but in these most recent stuff, like Batwoman and all that, yeah, it or Naomi, it failed. Just because you have your diversity higher doesn't mean it's going to work. You have to have good writing and a good character and a good plot. If not, it's going to fall apart. Yeah, I agree. So don't force it. Just saying. I'm like I said, I'm a person of color, and I don't need my people in everything. They're already in everything. So yeah, don't force agendas. It's not needed. No one was asking for that. Little Sims is a black kid that was 14 and did a film by himself. Yet nowadays we have to have people of color doing everything. They got to be the directors. They got to write. They got to produce. They got to do this. They got to do that. Nope. I don't. I'm not interested in that. Mm-mm. 2 hours? No. I saw Keanu. That was the last thing Jordan Peele did that he wrote that I actually enjoyed because it's not horror and it's not a message movie. I mean, he thinks that he's the new Spike Lee. I mean, Spike Lee already did. He already did a lot of Black Lives Matter movies. Is this one of those Hallmark movies? No. This is from the WWE films. See, from Warner Brothers. It's not a Hallmark movie. So if Josh thinks that this is a Hallmark movie, it's not. Uh, it's one of the early, late 2000s, early 2010s films. It's not a Hallmark movie. I wouldn't put you guys, subject you guys to that. WWE making a Christmas movie? Yeah, they did several of them actually. This is not their only one, but the Santa's Little Helpers is way worse. I didn't enjoy it at all. I saw it years ago before the pandemic, and I'm like, oh my god, this is awful. This one at least has some action, and I do like the two leads. The Miz, who's a really fun, a good wrestler and a decent actor, and you have Francia Rasa or Raisa. I don't know how to say her last name. She's cute. I'm not obsessed with her. Trust me. I like Camila Mendez way more, but because Latina chicks are not my in my top five. They're below that, but they have nice hair. My dad hated this movie because they went to a club and they were twerking. I'm like, it's a PG-13 Christmas movie. If you saw, that's like complaining Die Hard is violent, and I'm like, yeah, it's an R-rated film. Is it just me or is it slow mo not on today? Because I didn't because Little Sims isn't going to watch this. So and this movie's short, so I don't need slow mo. I need slow mo for long movies like Home Alone 2 or one of the Marvel films or something like that. I could have put Iron Man 3, but no, I can wait because I haven't done the second one. Yeah, she lives in Jersey, like Harley Quinn. That's her dad. That's her dad or brother. That's her dad. Wait, yeah, that's her dad. Hmm. This guy looks like a Jersey Shore member. Real mamas do it on the road. Minucci. You don't have to answer this question if you find it too personal. You get detention in school once, but that was when I was a kid, not when I was an adult. I was a good kid. I followed the rules most of the time. Never got suspended, never got expelled because I'm a good kid. I never got kicked out of college. It's just, you know, hmm like to follow the rules. I never got arrested either. Have I got stopped by a cop? Of course, I'm a person of color, but and the accents here don't get on my nerves. Like in one, you want to see a worse movie than this? Go watch One for the Money with Katherine Heigl. That is way worse. That's a theatrically released movie. It was awful. It was awful. I'm like, it's badly written, and Katherine Heigl's accent goes in and out, and she shouldn't have had the accent in the first place if she can't do it right. A Jersey accent's not that hard to do, you know. Just think Danny DeVito. He's done a Jersey accent. He has one, or the Jersey Shore people. Hmm, that's sexy. See, Josh, it doesn't have to be overly sexualized. Women are sexy. There's nothing that we can do about it. We can't cover that up like they're Amish. You know. Mm. Even if they're just tight pants and just their hair out, it's sexy. That's nice. Yeah, I love brunettes. Hmm. Here's a nice Christmas setting. So this movie doesn't forget it's still a Christmas movie. These Hallmark movies, some of these Hallmark movies I saw were just too much. Like they put Christmas in the background. There's the Miz. I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome. Yeah, I love. He doesn't say that in this movie because he's way bigger than her. He's like a foot taller than her. Because Francia is very very short. She's not a very tall woman. There's a lot of charisma. I did like the Marine 3. He did that one, and 4 and 5 and I think 6. But the third one is the best one that he was in. I know a lot of critics didn't like this, like Wrestling with Regret reviewed this and said it was horrible. I've seen worse Wrestling with Regret. Santa's Little Helpers was way worse because Paige cannot act. At least Francia can act. At least April Telly can act. At least The Miz is trying in this. In Little Helpers, I the only one that I liked was Anna McCord. Anna Lynn McCord. I did like her, but that's about it. Look, a plus size girl, an Asian and a black guy. See, they're diversity hires, but they don't dwell on it. They don't have to shove it in your face. In Lightyear, they did that, and that's why it failed. And because it was gay, that's why. So you can't please everybody. I know that from experience. This movie is a PG-13, right? This is not rated, but when it came out on when it was on Freeform or ABC Family at the time, it was 14 for some of the sexual content. Not really any. There's no sex scenes in this. It's just a lot of sexy girl shots, sensuality. Hmm. Mm. That ass. And she actually is a good actress, unlike Selena Gomez. So she still looks like she's 12. It's a problem. She never had a woman's face. She has a little girl's face. They're bounty hunters. Yeah, I like that Mando is a bounty hunter because in the first season he like captures people for a bounty. Yep, big boobs. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I like a woman to be a woman, not look like a non-binary. If they have this haircut, it's a problem for me. Yeah, I like long flowing hair or short curly hair, or short straight hair. That's nice to touch. Yep, those Christmas trees are nice. I think that's a mall in Canada because it's filmed in Canada. Where's your beard? A pair of breasts doesn't scare me. It doesn't, especially a plus size woman. And Kaplui. Harley Quinn's not voluptuous. She's just like slutty in Birds of Prey and in Suicide Squad. It's too much. It's like we get it. She's a woman. You don't have to like shoehorn into my head. I saw the cartoon. Out of order. I got a machine gun now. Ho ho ho. No, I'll do Die Hard eventually. I just got to get another copy of it. My DVD is scratched, so got to get another copy of Die Hard on Blu-ray or digital. And the Miz can do these physical stunts because he's done wrestling, which is very physical. He's getting a Matty and a Petty. Yep. That's right, Miz. And this film is short. I like to do short movies too that are under 90 minutes because I saw Lord of the Rings last night. And it's one of the longest films I've had to see on HBO Max. I saw the extended cut of Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm like, good God, that movie's long. 3 hours and something minutes, like 15 minutes, I think, or something like that. Because the end credits are 27 minutes long, and the movie's 3 hours and 48 minutes. So uh, I think it's 3 hours and 12 minutes or 3 hours and 11 minutes. It's long, guys. It's very long. You don't realize how long that movie is until you've sat through the entire thing, and I did. Twice. In 2011 and this year. So, yeah, big bouncing bosoms. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't hide that with everything. Nowadays, they're like, we want women to be sexy, but we don't want to show too much. I'm like, just them bouncing, that's enough. Guys, that's enough. You don't have to do like in Transformers where Michael Bay has to shove a camera up a woman's ass. You don't need to do that. That's too much. That's over sexualizing. What are you supposed to be, Snooky? In these pots, yeah. Oh, has Bay actually ever done that? Yeah. Check out the first three Transformers movies with the two with Megan Fox and then the one with Rosie Huntington Whiteley. The camera's like right up their ass, and even with the fourth one, he does that with Nicola Peltz. I'm like, why? We get it. These women have asses. We get it. I can see them from a distance. You don't have to shove it like this close. Like it's ridiculous. You don't have to do that, Michael Bay. See, she's in a boot. That's why I watch this movie alone. I never watch it with my family because my dad doesn't get it. He's like, oh my God, they showed a breast in my face. How dare they? I'm like, WWE films made this, and this is what during the PG era. Now that's over finally. But yeah, not for kids. The director who directed this, it wasn't Vince McMahon. It was Gil Junger. He directed this. He knows what guys like, heterosexual guys. Hmm. We like boobs. We like boobs and asses and vages and hair. That's pretty much what we're into. Sorry to say it, but yeah, not sorry. So one thing that women have that men mostly don't. Mhm. Hmm. Yeah, this is like he's doing the smolder. I looked him up and he directed Black Knight and 10 Things I Hate About You. Oh, so some decent films. I heard 10 Things I Hate About You. I just haven't seen it because Heath Ledger died so young. And he sings in that movie. This is when did like 10 years before he died. It's sad. It's hard to see anything he did before Dark Knight. It's just hard, guys. He was so young when he was, I think it was like 18 when he did 10 Things I Hate About You. He was a teen. He wasn't 25 yet because he died in 2008 at the age of 28, and it was way too soon. I'm almost 40, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that I've lived past 30, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm keeping my health alive. Yeah, I know this guy. He's in a lot of Canadian projects. He was Zendaya's stepdad in Zapped. Yeah, dad or stepdad, something like that. It's hot today, so I'm staying here and I'm protecting myself. It's a good looking film too. This guy knows how to hold a camera. He doesn't shake it. He doesn't do horrible editing where I can't see what was going on. And he also has he keeps it still so I can see every shot, from a distance or from up close. Yeah, John Cena was too busy to do this. He was doing Daddy's Home, the first one around this time. A hairpin. And men and women are equal in this movie. There's no gender superiority in this film, like in other films that came out around this time. Yeah, we get it already. Stop preaching agendas, Disney, and other companies. You're also guilty of that as well. Yeah, he's eating spaghetti. Yeah. Does it have cliches? Yes, it has Italian stereotypes and Jersey stereotype accents, but it's not like painfully obvious, like in other movies. I mean, hell, Disney did they did a Godfather reference in Zootopia, a kids movie. They're not going to get that because Gen Z doesn't know what the Godfather is. I know. I saw the first movie. I haven't seen the sequels because they're insanely long. The second one is over 3 hours long, and half of it is an Italian. So I'll watch it, but it's way too long. I'm going to watch it in August. Hey, your parents or your siblings ever seen any LGBT? No, no. Forcefully, no. They were just Christmas movies with LGBT themes, and no, they're not into it. They don't. That's not the boat that they go on. He shot the bear's head off. Yeah, because it's not. It makes me uncomfortable watching two women kiss in front of my parents. It's very uncomfortable. Or two guys. I'm like, it's not needed. You have your own genre. Just keep it out of my face. I know that's not fair, but still, I don't care. If this movie had a gay character, it would be in the background because this was 2013. Now it's in front of everything, and I'm like, it's even in kids' films. Why? Kids don't care about. They don't care about preferences. They don't care. He's a Jewish guy. He's not Italian or from Jersey. Because I'm not doing Sharknado 5 until August, and 6 I have to do upstairs one day. I did it. The dates on these live streams are approximate. It could be, I could do it the stream either a day early or a few weeks later. It doesn't matter as long as I have free time. If I go on vacation, then I can't do the podcast. Obviously, I have to push it. One of the guys, you're not a guy, Francia. You're a beautiful girl with big lips and a big nose and nice, large, friendly eyes, mostly. Because Michelle Rodriguez looks mean. Like even when she's smiling, she looks just creepy. I don't know what it is. Something about her face it just doesn't do it for me. She scares me. There's Santa with it. Santa has it. Yeah, you're a bunch of bounty hunters. That is something different. You saw that there's reward signs on the wall. Yeah, I think you would take that out. I know he's not. He's not even. He doesn't even celebrate Christmas. His people don't have Hanukkah. Yeah, April Teligman. Yes, he has an Avengers shirt. Wink. Yeah, even though Disney wouldn't sue them because I guess you can wear an Avengers shirt in a non-Disney movie. It's like DC that they can wear this DC shirts in Shazam and they can't get sued from or their Thor was in Adventures in Babysitting. You had Vincent D'Onofrio dress up as Thor. Exactly, they're not shy. Wink. Ain't doing it. Yeah, the brother. I do appreciate the Avengers T-shirt as a nice touch because I'm a huge fan of that movie. It came out 10 years ago, and I love it. And it's one of my favorite films of all time. It gave me my YouTube identity. Born to Be Wild. Yep, bosoms right in my face. Hmm. Yeah, that happens. You ever been to the supermarket? Or I'm sorry, do rich people not go to the supermarket? Yeah, they do. People have to buy groceries unless you have Instacart. Her cousin looks like Beanie Feldstein. Yeah. I don't know why people care about class, their status, their social status. I'm like, I don't even have a I don't even go, what you call it. I barely have $1 to my name, but I still get media because I can find it cheap or I can find it in the street. Some people throw their DVDs away. Ooh, that's a stun gun or a taser. Yeah, stun gun. Yeah, he does look like Beanie Feldstein. Hmm. Yeah, that's a long name. Yay! I've been there. He works near Wall Street, I think. I think that's in Upper East Side. Yeah. Yeah, she does have a lot of heart. When you give a part of your body to someone so they can live, that's heart. And as a person that donates blood, I know exactly what that feels like to give part of myself so someone else can live. I mean, I've had my arm hurting for 2 weeks to prove that. That's a nice ring, but like I said, I'm not paying $30,000 for a ring. She didn't say yes. Miz, she didn't say yes. She didn't say yes. I didn't hear a yes. And there's the dramatic fade out. Yeah. There's Santa in an inflatable. I do like the look of this film. There's no horrendous CGI in the movie like in other WWE films that I've seen in the past. This is like, damn it, I wanted to propose first. Don't worry, Miz, you get the girl at the end because it's Miz against Will Greenberg, who I never. Yeah, he looks just like Brina Feldstein. It's weird. Yeah, she's on Broadway right now. That's why she's not doing a film with Caitlin Dever again. Just like in Luca, where they're trying to hide that they're fish people. Don't hide who you are, guys. It doesn't mean we want to preach agendas. Just be who you are. You don't have to. You don't have to put a facade because I don't. I am what I am. I'm a YouTube influencer. That's what I am. I'm not gonna quit. I just took a break because I needed it because I did a lot of work this week. Yeah, but it's a little pricey. Yeah, a lot of tiger prints, animal prints. Yeah, that's cute. This does have some heart. It's not Home Alone heart, but it's got some heart. It's not annoying like movies like Christmas of the Cranks. That was annoying. That was like nails on a chalkboard that they're trying to avoid Christmas and then they go to a they want to go to a cruise and then they do all the stupid things. Yeah, it was cringe. Or Deck the Halls from 2016 on 2006. That was horrible as well. Eat an apple. It's a ring. I don't find rings very attractive on a guy. It just looks weird. Hi, network. Hey, what's up, Eddie? It's been a while. He didn't show up to my last podcast. He sounds like Harley Quinn a little bit. Picture? You can't picture nothing. Interesting what my dad does, but I'm not going to get into that. Wow. He's a guy. He's going to say that. Maurice is not in this movie. Yeah. Uh, and his name is Mikey, just like, Mike Mazan's real name, Michael. Too much alcohol. I don't touch the stuff because I want to keep my head clear. I don't want to. I don't drink. I don't drive, but still, I don't want to walk drunk either. So. Mm-hmm. Yep, I've heard that one before. And also an interracial couple, and they don't have to shove it in my face. See? You can do it subtly, guys. Even a WWE film can do that. She does sound like a Harley Quinn. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. Hmm. That is a good question. Mm-hmm. Present. I've seen the worst movie with romance in 2013. It was called The Host. Yeah, written by Stephanie Meyer, who should not ever write again. Not for film anyway, because she's just horrible. She thinks people talk like zombies. No, we don't. We have emotions and we can show our expressive faces. We don't have to be, you'll never see me again. Nobody talks like that. Dramatic fade out. Every Christmas movie is different. I get it. Drink some water now. And I like these characters. They're not deep or anything, but they're fine. They're serviceable. I still like the film. I'm going to rate it on Letterbox later. My friend Josh, I don't think has seen this film. No, it's not a Hallmark movie or a Lifetime movie or an Up movie or ABC Family. It was on ABC Family, but it was freeform now. Excuse me, and it's got some action. So handcuffs. Poor kid. Yeah. They went out. Yeah, and the accents don't bother me. So, a Canadian saying out or boat or whatever, or boat, it doesn't bother me at all because I'm like they have their way of talking, but it's not incoherent like some other accents I've heard this year. Some of them I'm like, what is that accent? It's like Idris Elba, and have you seen Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance? Like the danger passes. I'm like, danger passes, passes, not passes. Passes. I'm like, what? It's ridiculous. Like I don't know what accent he was doing. Pick one and stick with it, or don't talk at all. Hmm. Chop down a tree. I don't do that. I respect trees. I would never chop down a tree, not even for Christmas. I rather somebody else do it or get a fake one. Yeah, I see these Christmas tree lots around my house all the time, especially near supermarkets or a big park because people shop and they smell nice too. What are you doing here? I love those accents. Yeah, yeah. He has those large eyes. Like he looks more like Beanie Feldstein than Jonah Hill because Jonah Hill is fatter and his has curly hair. So you're so cute, Frank. Yeah, and I'm glad you did a good deed. I will always respect you for that. I was iffy on her when I first saw her back in 2007, but I'm like, you did a good thing. You gave life to somebody. I will always respect you for that. Any person that does that, any person that has a giving heart, deserves my respect. Just for being, whether personal matters aside, if they do something like that, that's selfless and very, very, heart. That's very humane. Trenton, that's in New Jersey, right? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to Jersey in a while. I do like Jersey. I like it a lot better than other states that I've been to that are either too far away. Like I went to Massachusetts this year and it was fine. It was quiet, but it's so far away. It's such a long drive. She's so cute. I think she's in her 30s now because this was over 10 years ago. So when it was made. Oh, watch your back. Almost. Nope. Yeah, there's real stunt work here. Then at least Francia's doing some of the physical stuff, unlike Yelena in Black Widow, where half of the time is a freaking stunt double, and it's not even a good stunt double. Looks nothing like this girl. You know. And yes, I like this movie more than Black Widow. Unlike Black Widow, it's not lying to me. It's Christmas and there's a bounty on the line, so it's not lying. I hate movies that are misleading. Yeah, eat shovel. And you have a girl kicking ass, and we know why. It doesn't come out of nowhere. She's a trained bounty hunter. And they got him. Of course, they got him. James is such a wimp that he can't even get away from these guys. Well, he got captured. Yeah, he was supposed to hide or run away. Not why are you holding a gun? Oh, I'm getting captured and I can't stop them. Yeah, that's he's such a weak character. Will Greenberg. Plus, he's one of the actors that I don't recognize in this movie. Most of them I do, but not Will Greenberg. That was funny, Miz. Have you played the 2006 Sonic? No, I heard it was horrible. I know. She is the main character. Have you seen any David Lynch movies other than Dune? I saw Racerhead, but it was not for me. It was way too weird and just slow. Hmm. Yeah, and I will say this actress is way less annoying than Margot Robbie. Because Margot Robbie's accent is so fake, it sounds fake. Like, at least the actress that voiced Harley Quinn in the cartoon, in the original cartoon, didn't sound annoying. Here, Tyra Strong's voice as Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie. It's too much. It's nails on a chalkboard loud, like "Hello, Mr. Chen." I'm like, oh my god. I know some people say Harley's annoying, but she doesn't have to be annoying. I've seen the '90s cartoon, and I thought she was cute. Even in the video games, I've heard her voice, and she's not that annoying. She can be cute. You don't have to make her annoying. In the new cartoon that came out a few years ago on it was on they put it on HBO Max now. That's not for kids. Kaylee Kyoko's voice is fine. It's not annoying, at least. Just don't annoy me, please. Get some pants. Peanuts. Other than Dune, I've seen only Mulholland Drive. I haven't finished that movie because I'm not a fan of the two actresses in it. Naomi Watts, she can be good in movies, but in that movie, she's like, I don't know. She just seems off. And then that Spanish girl, no. Mad weird. Yeah, it is weird because there's a scene that she's like, the girl's like lying down singing in Spanish or something. It's just, yeah, it's a weird movie. Lynch is one of those directors like Taika Waititi that they do movies that are mental. No offense, Josh. It's just like they're weird or off-putting or surreal. Not everything has to be a Rick and Morty. That makes sense because it's a cartoon, but yeah, she does. Her tan looks kind of unnatural, but hmm yeah, I hope my sister gets married too. I love her so much. She's my better half. We're two sides of the same coin. We're very close. When I went to her birthday this year, I said a heartfelt speech and told her how much I love her. Love she's my sister. I mean, nobody would want that. Would want what? No. Have you seen The Godfather? Yeah. You come today, the day of my daughter's wedding. Yeah. Again, Godfather. This movie's a lot shorter. I had to put something short because Lord of the Rings was so long that I'm like, I just want to see things that are short. I'm talking about Russians and U.S. sports teams. Oh. Um, At least this villain has some kind of a personality because some of these Marvel villains have been lame lately. I like Gore, but he should have been in the movie more. Bale was giving it his all with all that makeup, and he looked like Voldemort. And I'm like, yeah. Two hearts. That's a nice touch. How Criterion releases Inland Empire. Never heard of it on Blu-ray. Yeah, because like I said, Criterion has done a lot of films. They even did the original Godzilla, which I already have the special edition, so I'm fine. I have two Criterions. but I got them cheap. I'm not paying no $40 for one movie. That's mental. I could wait till Sonic 2 comes out and get it for like $20. Network Dancing with the Stars on Disney Plus is set for September 19th. I don't watch that show. I've only seen some some segments. I could see dancing on YouTube. I don't have to watch it on Disney Plus. Getting my protein for today. That's a big gun. Inland Empire is a 2006 film with Laura Dern. Oh, I love her. Last film that David Lynch directed, yeah. That woman is gorgeous. No matter what she does, yes, even The Last Jedi, which is horrible. She's not the problem with that movie. The character they wrote for her was. Purple hair. That's a nice ice sculpture. You usually play that at the end. They're taking a lot of pictures. Yep, you heard a gunshot, yeah? Oh boy, indeed. I know. If someone starts shooting at my wedding, I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna think twice about it. Worst Star Wars movie is Episode 2, and the worst series is Obi-Wan. I disagree with that. I'm sorry, that show was awesome. Sorry, Nicholas, but I disagree with you on the second one. You could say Episode 2. That's debatable. I don't hate the movie, but you just hate Obi-Wan because it didn't meet your expectations. I loved it. So Moses Ingram was forced in there. It was one character. It didn't ruin the whole series for me. I think Andor is going to be way worse. Because Cassian Andor was not a likable character in Rogue One. He was boring. Nice slam, Miz. See, there's some physicality in the movie. Santa's Little Helpers didn't even have a fight scene. It was boring. The Miz is a very physical actor, like Robert was in Batman. The Batman, that is. I do like that the parents are active in this movie. They're not just in the background because it's not like Shia LaBeouf's parents in Transformers. They don't do anything. They're just there to fill time. That was my problem with Bumblebee. Haley Steinfeld's mom and her little brother don't really do much in the film. They just exist. That's all. I like active characters that are not passive. Because with Obi-Wan, I got a lot in the show that I really enjoyed. I love hearing Darth Vader's voice again. I miss Ewan McGregor. I miss Hayden Christensen. I miss Liam Neeson as only cameo there in the final episode. I thought the little girl was adorable playing little Leia. She was so cute and so talented. Yeah. What was to hate about it? Nothing. People just hate. They just want to hate for it. People be hating. Too short because again, pandemic and Disney Plus wanted to push the Marvel shows too. Because what came out after Obi-Wan? Miss Marvel. That was also 6 episodes. She-Hulk is 9, so it'll be a lot longer. And thankfully, because I want to see more of Jennifer Walters anyway. Yeah, that's the same stupid line that Yelena had before she blows up in the sky, which was stupid. That's a Looney Tunes. Yeah. Inland Empire is 2 hours and 59 minutes. Then I pass. It's way too long. I'll save that for the fall or winter. I don't like to see movies that long in the summer. I only did Lord of the Rings because I haven't seen it for a long time. Thor Ragnarok is top 5 MCUs. I still enjoy it more. I like it more than Love and Thunder because mainly because they don't, the ending is not as downbeat. I do like Ragnarok more. But I did love and Thunder because Natalie Portman, I adore that woman, guys. You know how I feel about her. And while she was not in the Obi-Wan show, we did see her in the stock footage. I would let this guy go. Miz is way better than Will Greenberg. Don't hit her face, dude. Women don't like to be touched like that. They don't like to be slapped either. Don't worry, Josh. It's not a violent slap. It's more like a, like a patting the face, dramatic fade out. I'm awesome. Good stunt work. I like the stunt work here. There's a lot to like in this movie. It's short, but still, that's like saying there's not enough Stranger Things episode. The last episode was 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's long, guys. That's almost a movie length in the theater. Yeah, 2 hours. Wow, what does Netflix think? Who do they think they are on Netflix? Those executives. We only have 8 episodes, so let's stretch it out to 2 parts and make the finale of season 4 2 hours. The worst MCU movie is Eternals. Yes, Eternals is the worst one, Leah Scott. I was so bored in the theater. Captain Marvel, I love my girl. Incredible Hulk, I enjoy that for what it is. Because at least I had entertainment. It wasn't 2.5 hours. Dark World is flawed, but I can still watch it. A car scene. Yep, they got him. They got Minucci. It's a pretty short film, but it goes by so quickly that I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. At least they caught Minucci. There's no twist or anything like. This film's not painful. Hmm. It shouldn't be in the MCU. Why? Because it's darker. The Ang Lee's Hulk is way worse, guys. That movie is boring. Hmm. I agree with that too. Hmm. It's not anything bad, but really nothing in the film is keen to the MCU. Well, the post credit scene is. I disagree with that, and it's only because Edward Norton didn't come back because he has an ego. A loving embrace. Yeah, but then there wouldn't be a movie. What do you think of Kevin Durant? He's a good He's a good actor. He can be bad in movies too, but that's only because of bad writing. That's fine. I haven't seen that movie yet. Jersey Girl. Good stunt work again. Yes, I know that Haley Steinfeld did that. The best NBA player is MJ and Larry Bird at Bob. Mm-hmm. Mm. Go back to the house for Christmas, and the movie ends. Hmm. bikes, Harley Davidson bikes. Those are nice. Hmm. How cute. That is cute. See, this is why I enjoyed this more than Santa's Little Helpers because it has some heart. I didn't feel anything with that other movie because it was just awful. I like this movie. It's fun. And that was Christmas Bounty, guys. Pretty short and sweet. Didn't need to be 2 hours. There's the snowman and the deer. That was it. This is just a dance scene at the end. They're breakdancing at the end. That's not that important. I'm a Spurs fan. That's fine. The movie has its moments. It's not great, but it's not the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen. Campfire Christmas is one of the worst I've ever seen because I had no heart, and the two leads were overshadowed by a gay black man. Yay! Well, that's it for that. That's it for that. Done. That was Christmas Bounty. If you could see this movie one day, I would recommend at least one watch. I know it's not for everyone, but WWE films have made worse films before this and after this. Because Santa Little Helpers was way worse. It hurt me a lot. This is fun, and it's something short and sweet. It doesn't need to go on for too long. So that was that was Christmas Bounty, excuse me, from 2013. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast.